Greetings and salutations, folks. My name is Nick and welcome back to White Knight, where last time we acquired the key to the music box downstairs. So, let us make our way there, hopefully, without too many distractions. No, that's just back through Mother's room. We don't need to go through there. Oh my gosh. So I feel like that's the trick for a fixed camera angle game. Is trying to figure out, like, where are you actually going to put all of your fixed camera angles, because... Can I run past you? I guess the answer is yes. Nope, yes, this is the right way. It's just like, for example, in there, I turned right down the hallway, and then the camera switched so that the direction I was heading was left. That's I feel like something that video games could learn. Well, let's back it up a little bit. All right, so that door is locked. So how do I... Huh. Guess I have to find another way downstairs. Like, I would imagine this game is purposely distorting spatial awareness. Also, I'm almost out of matches, so that could be a problem. But yeah, it's purposely distorting spatial awareness just to throw me off. Think I've read this? No, I have not. For the last 20 years, Vesper manufactures and distributes to the East Coast a full line of clothes, renowned for their hardiness yet elegant simplicity. The company managed to get through the crisis rather well, a rare if not exceptional situation, considering most textile factories around Boston went bankrupt during those dark times. In 10 years, the company managed to adapt to the social situation and enjoyed a constant rise in sales. The company experienced only one major crisis from 1913 to 1919, after the death of Henry Vesper, heir to the founder of the company, Oscar Vesper. Following an aggressive change of strategy, the brand tried attracting higher-profile customers, but returned to its original policy in 1934 when Henry's son William took over. The company offers low-priced products, quite appreciated in these difficult times, and it keeps going forward with a clear conscience. And we know from other journal notes that the change in policy was because of the mother. The mother wanted the company to rebrand and focus more on the rich rather than the poor. I had no idea where it had gone, but I could still feel its presence. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure where how I'm supposed to get downstairs now. If that door is locked. Let's see where this goes. Just back out in the hall, that's fine. Have I been in this direction? Oh, hello. Oh my gosh. Some matches? Yes, they definitely could be helpful. Closed, I had no time to lose trying to open it. Okay. Tonight, my little Katie, you'll go to Black Lake and you will swallow all these pills. If you have any second thoughts, read this note again. You already tried several times, but you were too weak. What's holding you back? Leonard is gone. He must have found a new job, a new woman. He's happy without you. You have been judged, laughed at, condemned. You have no one. You are so lonely, even your last words are for yourself. Your future is only darkness and ashes. Look straight into the night and open your eyes. This is your future. You have to let go. Do it for yourself. Joan Bennett. What a bitch. Okay, so this hallway is not the good hallway. The man's stare looked as if it was coming from another world. William, my son, that you would see me leaving as I am now is breaking my heart. I admire your courage, and I don't know how to thank you for seeing me as your father all the way to the end, and not as a sick man or a madman. I'm tired, my fingers are shaking, yet there are so many things I'd still like to tell you. Death is a terrible thing, William. It makes us weak, cowardly. It takes everything from us. But seeing you growing up was a constant joy for me. Thanks to you, I'm more than a man. I'm a father. I hope I have taught you enough. Do not trust your mother. Listen to her, be obedient, but never trust her. The day you turn 20, you will be the head of the Vesper factory. Although young, you will be able to rely on precious and wise advisors. Always listen to Jack Winterstone. You already know him, and you will learn to appreciate how valuable a friend he can be. You will be free then, free from her. I need to sleep. If you are ever in doubt, play the piano. I will hear you. Huh. Okay, so that just goes back to the hallway. That goes to the torture room. Oh my. Alright. So where do I go? Oh wait. Can I push this? I can push this. Alright, so this should allow me to loop around. I wish I had more than one match left. Where are we? Okay, yeah, we are by the cellar door, which is good, because this means that we can quickly go to the kitchen. Quickly go to the kitchen. Okay. Can we go into the office at least and see if there are matches there? There are no matches. We are in a bit of a predicament. Well, we're at the music box, so at least there's that. The key entered the hole without a problem. I had to find a music sheet for Selena, something special. A sheet music for piano, Whispers of the Moon by William Vesper. Oh my gosh. Light source. I literally have no matches. So, what we're going to have to do is really rush to get down the stairs to the cupboard that we can move. Move the cupboard, rush around past all of the doors, past the music box. You can climb the stairs without a light. There are lights on the stairs themselves. Okay. Now let's move this thing out of the way. We need 2 hands for that. Don't worry, we will have 2 hands. So we have 6 matches to work with. Oh, we can restock some of our matches here. Alright, now we're back at 12 out of 12 matches. Surely we could carry more than 12 matches in our coat. Like, we can have some of the matches in our matchbook, and then just shove the rest of the matches into a pocket. That's possible, right? Alright, now that we have the sheet music, we can head back up the stairs. That door is locked. Of course it is locked. Oh my gosh. Oh, my, oh, pff. Of course this is what's going on. And now I have to re-find all those matches again. Alright, so we know that picking up the sheet music spawns multiple ghosts of Margaret. And we're going to have to get past... We're going to have to not get touched by a single one of them in order to get past all of them. I saved closer to the music box to make this a little bit less painful. Like, the only things I still have to repeat are the opening of the music box, the collection of the sheet music, and watching the power go out. But, like, having a scenario where you can't even... get touched, oh my gosh, get touched by a villain in this game while you have fixed camera angles, while everything is monochromatic. And, like, with your character, like, your character gets hard edges around himself so that he stands out against the background. But she doesn't. Margaret's phantoms do not. They are wisps of smoke. Which makes judging depth very tricky. Oh, this is, I think, the first time I've seen the door close itself. Alright, what is the best... Now, can we... no. But because I can't see depth, it's hard to tell exactly where I am in relation to where Margaret's ghosts are. Not to mention if there are multiple ghosts behind each other, and they're just essentially puffs of smoke. It's hard to tell how many of them are behind each other. Like, and that's the thing with aesthetic versus function. It's always important to have a good aesthetic, but if that aesthetic impedes function, hello? No. We're not running towards you, we're... For some reason, I thought she was a little bit more towards me and to the right, instead of away towards the camera and to the right, instead of towards the background and to the right. Like, if you have a... Like, for example, I'll pick on a game that actually has a really strong aesthetic that sometimes gets in the way of the function of what it wants you to do. And that's Doom Eternal. Doom Eternal's... Ooh, can I quickly save? I can save right here. Excellent. Doom Eternal's art style is fantastic. And for combat situations, it works great. Can I save now? Yes, I can. I can sneak in a save after the sheet music pickup. Excellent. That means I just have to move over, or I could get up, use a match, and then move over. But there are times when Doom Eternal is like, oh, that's a waste of a match. There are times when Doom Eternal wants you to do platforming. And, no. Into the kitchen. Let's grab some matches, actually, while we're here. And when it wants you to do platforming, sometimes it becomes very difficult to tell where you're actually supposed to be jumping towards. Also, this music does have a pretty solid, creepy tone to it. Not gonna lie. Has anything changed upstairs? Also, is there a convenient spot I can save my game up here? Because if I can... that would be very convenient. So I don't have to do that whole run. Again, like with Doom Eternal, because you have to jump, so like the way that their movement functions work, there's a lot of extra dashes and jumps, so things are generally farther apart than they normally are for a lot of platforming games. Nope, that's Mother's room. Or that's Father's room. Nope. Sorry, didn't mean to... It's the bathroom. Which one is the piano room? Was it... Well, that's the torture room. That leads to the ghost... to more ghosts. There we go. There's the piano room. And then let's put on some lights. The piano was begging me to play the music that was floating in the air. I couldn't do this while holding a match. Like, I have a feeling that you're playing as William Vesper, or the ghost of William Vesper, or something like that. Simply, like, this is part of the reason now, because of how easily William's music comes to him. Like, his attraction, like not just his attraction, but his immediate attraction to this figure, the singer. Combined with his knowledge of the piano, combined with his knowledge of the material. Okay, now that I've done that, now that I've accomplished that, what?
Do you love me?
The feeling of her hand, her voice. Finally, I was able to exist for her. Though I couldn't have said if Selena was coming back to the living because of me, or if she was the one taking me into her dream. She had become my guide, and I had become the witness of her story.
Follow me.
Ah, and she destroys Margaret's phantoms. Yeah, we got some matches. Those could be helpful. The box with tubes and brushes was waiting to be carried into the attic.
Where was she taking us? It didn't matter. I knew I would follow her, just like I knew nothing good was waiting for me up there. This path in the midst of the night would come to an end, in this world or another.
Are you even holding a match? Okay, now you are. Thank you for saving. All right, wait. The sterile snap of the switch sounded like death. Wow. In the attic, none of the switches were working. Night reigned supreme there. I had to drive it away, but where would I find lights? William Vesper's diary, excerpt number 16. That girl is a diamond. She is opening up little by little, even if I don't ask anything. She has more scars than I ever inflicted, yet she deserves none. Her talent comes from there, surely. She says I make her happy, but she keeps crying. It is only on the stage, when her voice and the sound of my piano meet, that I feel I am loving her like a man and not like a desperate soul. When reality strikes back, I feel so powerless to think I waited for her all my life, and now I am like under anesthesia, trapped behind these rotten walls I carry around me all the time. My hands are shaking when I touch her skin because I understand that someone was missing between me and her, something that was there with all the other girls, a cold and sharp splinter of silver. Did William kill her? Did he mean to write something was missing between me and her? And not someone? Also, I suppose that is the great tragedy of life. Just because you can meet your soulmate does not mean you will bring your demons with you. These violent paintings signed by Margaret were hidden here. The owner was very passionate about his books. So passionate he kept them everywhere. Oh. But we can save our game here. But yes, you carry your fears, your anxieties. The social ineptitudes that hold you back. If you were to meet your soulmate, would you be able to act on that chance? That message was like a desperate scream yelled into the void.
Do you love me?
Huh, the door was blocked by something else. Of course, the attic is going to give me a runaround. The switch wouldn't do anything without power. The crates were from Europe. That was all I knew. A nightmarish painting. I didn't need that. Oh, there's the other shoe. One of Selena's shoes. Or did it belong to another victim? Margaret's diary. According to Dr. Rosenthal, my sight is getting even worse. Only vague differences in lights help me differentiate day from night. Last week, because I was afraid to hurt myself, I had asked Sarah to help me walk around. I'd finally accepted the idea of not painting anymore, but I made that dream about the war in Europe. Bombs were scorching the ground. One of them unearthed my father's body and vaporized it into the sky. He rained on me like black mud, and that made me understand darkness had always been there, in the earth, in myself. It was written all along. When I woke up, I had all the color tubes thrown away to keep only the black ones. In front of the canvas, which I almost couldn't distinguish, I used my hands around the frame to picture it in my mind. And then I started painting, focusing only on my movements, quick, incisive strokes, drawing new and clear geometries, cast shadows, and I started controlling my world again. I'd left William, to his great satisfaction, for too long in the hands of the house servants. It was time I resumed working on his education. Right. Note to self. Mother does not see almost any more in the darkness. Earlier, one of Mother's shadows sprung in front of me as I was walking past the angle of the room. She raised her arm towards me and grasped me. I was holding a candle, and struck by fear, I let it go. The flame was blown out, and as I was stepping back, I saw the thing freeze. She snuffled the darkness and walked away. I will remember this for sure. To escape the ghosts, I need to merge with the night. Clad in the same black attire, I become one of them. Huh. Without a disc, the gramophone would stay silent. Oh. No. Very rude. Very rude. What? Excuse me. Ma'am. This isn't the time. Today was horrible. I couldn't stop crying. I feel so sick. I puked many times and I'm so cold. Even the tea Sarah brought me didn't manage to bring some warmth. It began early in the afternoon. I was painting when he started yelling. Everyone was in the garden to welcome a banker coming to negotiate our debt. Mother had insisted that we gave Dad this French medicine to make him sleep, to keep him quiet, but he started yelling. He had never yelled like that. My heart stopped beating. I couldn't breathe anymore. I prayed that he would stop. If Mr. Coldbridge heard him, it would be terrible. Nobody went to make him stop. This was too important, so I did. For my family, I went to his room. I shouldn't have. Oh. No. Ma'am. 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 The weak trail of a wandering soul. Selena's blood trail. Well, let's grab some more matches. Is there a candle we can at least turn on? The switch wasn't powered. No use. Closed. I'd no time to try to open it. The next evening... Oh, by the way, from Selena to William, excerpt number 8. The next evening, we have an argument again. When I begin packing up, Jim pushes me against the wall. I remember the shock. I'll keep the mark of his fingers around my wrists for weeks. After that, he comes back to his senses and prepares a tea as if he wants to be forgiven. I drink it and I cry. I see my tears drop on the cup and disappear in the dark water. What has happened to us? I suddenly feel very tired. I fall on the ground. I call Jim, but he just stares at me without moving a finger. Just before I pass out, he tells me, I couldn't let that happen, you understand? I don't want to become a monster. My father was enough. And I lose consciousness. So Jim drugged her. No, no. Oh my gosh. No. Oh my gosh. There are a lot of her phantoms in there. Is that... hopefully that's not Selena's blood on the wall asking if she loves William. But let's head into the room. Where are we actually supposed to go in here? Like, Selena appears. There we go. Let us go to her. Nope, she disappeared. Do I need to find a gramophone in here? Margaret's diary, excerpt 4. Father was on that same bed he has been staying for a year. His skin was like stone, gray and rough. It smelled of death. Or rather, it smelled of madness. His eyes were rolling in his face. He had blood on his hands, but I couldn't figure out where it came from. He was looking at the ceiling, yelling. I yelled at him, telling him to stop. The yells stopped. Father then stared at me with big, empty eyes. He was trembling. And then he started spitting blood. He spat it towards me, on me. The red drops were flying all over the room, on my dress, on my face. Something landed on the floor with a disgusting sound. I didn't dare to check what it was. Debussy's Clair de Lune, a classic. That was William's favorite, right? Or Henry's favorite? Somebody's favorite. Well, let's put it on the gramophone.
Follow me.
I was getting closer to Selena, to whatever this all meant. But time was of the essence. We were not alone, and I could feel the dark woman entering my mind. As she was making progress, I was losing hope I'd make it out alive.
Do you love me?
Earth. I was there somewhere, lost behind the veil of reality. Okay, there you are. No, no. Am I still being chased? Oh my gosh. I was still being chased. Does this mean I'm gonna have to go back in here, find the gramophone disc? You know, sometimes checkpoints, they're alright. Say what you want about checkpoints. But this game does not benefit from specific hard save points. Well, I suppose it saves how many matches you have, but still, even that it doesn't necessarily benefit from. But maybe having like a long, slow cinematic sequence while also having gameplay stuff going on at the same time does not blend well. And that's true for this game and others. Like I fondly remember Metal Gear Solid Revengeance as having some pretty awesome moments.
I was getting closer to Selena.
But if you screw up those moments, those cinematic moments,
the essence. We were not alone, and I could feel the dark woman entering my mind.
Then you found yourself repeating those moments again and again.
I was losing hope I'd make it out alive.
Do you love me?
Can I attract your attention and call you to the light? Oh my, never mind. What about you? Where am I? There we go. There we go. Because she just kind of seemingly randomly transports herself just throughout the room. And this is more of just like staying in her safe space. Alright, now I should be a little better off because now I've caught up to where I was before. Oh. The electricity. Margaret's diary, excerpt 5. Father had just spit his tongue. His mouth was vomiting floods of blood. He started yelling again. I ran to him. I knew it was forbidden, but Venter Cross women are strong. I wanted to put my hand on his mouth and then he grabbed me. Oh Lord, he grabbed me and squeezed me against him. At first I thought he was afraid. And then I felt what was left of his tongue against my breast, my shirt getting wet with blood and saliva, and I saw his eyes, the eyes of a hungry dog. I tried pushing him away. Oh Lord, I swear I tried, but he was holding me so tight. His stench was so gross I almost fainted. I had no choice. I hit him with my fists with the rings my grandmother gave me. There was a snap and he suddenly let go. I broke a window pane while backing away. My hands were all red. Mother arrived with the servants. This thing is not a Venter Cross, I yelled. I deny it. I curse it. I don't want to see it again until it's dead and rotting. They say it's in the blood, in the kids. I know one thing. When it comes to men, dignity is just a mask placed over filth. That is a lot of cables. Yes, I'm aware that my network connection is really poor. Nice. Nice timing. Now, was there another light switch over here? Yes. Now, were there more light switches? Well, there were more light switches in the next room at the very least. And I would probably have to turn this on. Okay. Margaret's diary, excerpt 21. I'm dictating this message to Sarah. Something awful happened to me today. I was painting in the garden, shielded from the sun by an umbrella, when I had one of those blanks. When I came back to my senses, I was looking straight at the sun, eyes wide open, the burning like a fire dagger stuck deep into my orbits. How long did I stay like that? Sarah says I got sunburned. I don't think this is the whole story, but I can't ignore the pain. This means I stay there for quite a few minutes looking at the sun. Will I end up blind? I can only make out the shapes of objects, and I have a hard time moving. Dr. Rosenthal will come tomorrow. I will pray. I need darkness. Margaret's diary, excerpt 22. After my accident last year, my sight has fallen to a critical threshold, as if he turned his back on me and started walking away. The world is out of my reach. I can't see, but I cried a lot, refusing the obvious. During the day, the world is like a white canvas, filled with blurred shapes which disappear as soon as the sun sets, as if they were swallowed by darkness. Using special glasses and my face close to the paper, I can write a little. Using the same tools, I can paint as well. I had electric lights installed in my office in order to keep working and reading. This hard work triggers awful headaches that only morphine manages to fight off, barely. I think William is trying to take advantage of my weakness to try and escape my reach. He has no compassion. He doesn't love me. He probably never loved me. All right. A lot of repeated imagery of the person, like the creature feeding upon themselves. The painting was concealing a window, and as such, light. Okay, what do I do with this new feature? What is this a photograph of? I'm sure there's a... Yeah, I wonder if there's another reason why Mother's face is always obscured. Like, are we ever actually going to see her face? Huh. I see another shadow over there. But I do not see any light switches next to it. Oh, maybe that's what I need to do, is I need to start following all of these electrical wires, see where they go. And then turn on... their associated switches. I think I already did this one then. Maybe? Just kind of cuts off there. All right. Oh my gosh. Did I save my game? I don't think I saved my game. I didn't save my game. Son of a... Alright. I'm gonna stop here for the night. And I'll just go through everything I've just done again. And then... I'm just gonna go through everything I've just done again. Turn on that main attic light that's... that I missed. And then probably stop after that. Alright, now that we have restored everything to previous conditions, let us turn on this light, which I forgot about, and save our game. Got any suggestions for someone to play next? Leave them down in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and have yourselves a good night.